You guys remember that dark, dystopian, horrible time in our past when we had no Transformers news? Yeah, that was... oh, man, that was hell on earth. Well, no more of that, because it looks like those days are over, at least for now. And we've literally just been a week into the new year, and we've already gotten a pretty nice, substantial lineup of news, and nothing really big official has even dropped yet. And if this is what a regular non-news week looks like in 2023 for Rise of the Beasts, I can't wait for when the official stuff drops. Let's get into what we got so far.
Alfonso, this is Optimus Prime. Transform and roll out.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back, my fellow Cybertronians, my Autobots, my Decepticons, my Terracons, my Maximals, the Predacons in the house, and welcome back to another update video for Transformers Rise of the Beasts. This is going to be a fun year. I already feel it. It's good to do videos when there's like a batch of news rather than like one or two pieces of info, so you can kind of have a lot of content to fill a video, which is why I haven't been putting out one whole video for Scourge. Oh my god, Scourge, and it's like all broken up, and then one whole video for, oh my god, this is CGI. No, we're gonna get them all together in one big lanyard, big bundle, buy one, get one half off, okay? Story number one, numero uno, nombre un for the Francais. We got Rise of the Beast Scourge. That's actually pretty cool. This is our potential first look at the studio series, Rise of the Beast Leader Class Scourge. Now, obviously, the picture is tragic. It looks like he was just thrown into a blender and just blended into a giant mess and then somehow tried to be put together, because he's obviously mistransformed, and that's what the image looks like. It looks like somebody from a factory probably just like, you know what, I'm gonna sneak a little pig over there, you know what I'm saying? Without really fully configuring the thing properly, so it's a little iffy, but we have our first look nevertheless. This is potentially the studio series Leader Class Scourge. I just want to say I'm glad that he's a Leader Class, because he needs to be a Leader Class, because the boy is a big, powerful boy. When you look at how he picked up Bumblebee relative to how Blitzwing picked up Bumblebee, he's a big guy. He has a lot of height to him. He's got some broad like shoulders, big chest. Leader class quality is going to be great for a figure like Scourge. This is pretty much all we can see. He does look like he's going to have the blade weapon that he stabbed Bumblebee with, and he also is going to have the arm claw with like the little claws. But obviously the chest is definitely not configured properly from what it looks like. But I think it's awesome that we actually have a Leader Class Scourge in the mix. I actually have decided, yes, I have decided, ladies and gentlemen, that I am going to be doing Rise of the Beasts Studio Series lineup. I don't know if I'm going to get them all, but I'm going to get the main ones for sure. Mainly because this is the first really big film in such a long time. I just want to indulge in this moment and be a fan and be a geek and be a nerd as much as I can. Scourge looks decent, but he needs to be configured properly, so I can't wait for the official announcement, which is why I think we need to wait for official announcements. Okay, Level, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? And obviously with these figure reveals for Studio Series and the packaging reveals, you get the CGI art, which is going to be fun. Can't wait for that. Second piece of news is Rise of the Beast Cheetor possible first look. This is something. So you got Cheetor there. He's got his, like, you know, cartoon accurate painting and coloring. You got the details there. Looks good. Looks good. He's not fully looking live action like he looked in the film. So this is definitely not a studio series figure. There's obviously going to be two different lines of figures. You're going to have like the regular line or some other obscure line, then you're going to have the studio series line, which is more faithful to the live action representations of these characters. So this Cheetor figure that was leaked, or that was, you know, sneak peek shown, whatever, this unofficial first look it's definitely from a line of figures that's not studio series, which is fine. It's whatever. And I like it because it's going to give people an option to have a collection for the classical coloring for the characters, the Beast Wars characters, or they can go with the live-action versions. I like that they're giving you options with the two lines. And that's what this one is going to go with, and that looks pretty solid. And you even got a picture with him and the Wheeljack figure, which, woo! We're not going to talk about that because my mom used to say when I was young that if you have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And my boy Battletrap, That's the figure I'm hyped for the most, baby. Let's get it. Freaking bomb. I freaking love his design, so good. And he looks great with Cheetor. So that's another thing that we got to see. And then we got a listing for the buzzworthy Studio Series Bumblebee movie, Big Daddy. Optimus Prime. Love him. I love him. Did you know that? I already know. He's going to be probably Studio Series 38 reincarnated. They're going to probably just take the same mode and then change up some things, uncolor some sections, and give him the arm blaster instead of the ion blaster, and then that's it. There you go, Rise of the Beast with some silver bumpers here and there, and there you go. They didn't really have to they didn't have to go that hard with changing him, but they went that hard, and so therefore the figures will represent that. So this is the Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime listing. This is going to be a part of the buzzworthy Bumblebee lineup, which is cool, because, you know, Studio Series is going to be doing buzzworthy stuff going forward. I'm probably going to be getting that Optimus Prime, because your boy, I mean, do I need to explain why I'm going to get an Optimus Prime figure? At this point, nobody should even ask me. And then we got our first unofficial look at a Studio Series Core Class RC and Terracon Freezer. So let's unpack this. Now, the Core Class RC, it's the on-screen appearance for RC in Rise of the Beasts. Obviously, not a lineup I'm interested in. It's cool. It's great, to each their own. She's nice, but I'm going to be probably getting a deluxe RC or something that's more in scale with the other lineup of characters for the rest of the lineup, for the standard. But yeah, you got the Core Class RC. She's going to be joining the lineup, so there you go. She can fit in places. And then we got our first look at this brand new character, a tiny little boy. Everybody thinks he's Frenzy, and his name is Freezer. This is cool. I like this. I like what you're doing, Hasbro. I like what you're doing. There's gonna be so many tiny little hints here and there in this movie, and a character like Freezer, I know it. I know this is kind of like a play on Frenzy from the Bayverse. Now, not entirely inspired by, I mean, he's going to be a minion, so that's one thing that it will have in common. Now, Freezer is a core class, but that don't mean that Freezer going to be a tiny little thing looking like Frenzy in the movies. He could be a big boy. RC is also a core class, and they're making a version of core class for her, but that doesn't mean that she's actually going to be that size in the film in comparison to the other characters. So Freezer could very well be a larger character, or he could be a tinier minion. But the actual functionality for this thing is kind of cool, because he's going to be able to convert into some type of weapon mode that you can attach to other characters. Now, that could be his function in the movie. We don't know. I mean, there's no other reason that he would be doing that, I guess. Battletrap and Scorch and all of the Terracons could utilize him as a weapon of warfare. That would be absolutely sick. It also does kind of call back to Frenzy, because my boy Frenzy, if you think about it, if you look at the MPM upgrade kit for Barricade, he converts it to the blaster. So we gotta see what this is all about. And lastly, here we go. This is actually of this morning. First of all, you gotta be following me on Twitter, because frankly, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you're fake news, you're unbelievable, you're frankly the worst, folks. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. My Twitter is the best thing since sliced bread, folks. You gotta be following me. And on Instagram, frankly, because Instagram is also great. So follow me there, because today, this dropped, and it was wonderful. We got more CGI goodness from a promotional campaign from Taranaga. I've been struggling with this all day. How do you freaking Taronga? Taronga. That sounds like a ghetto woman. Hey, yo, Taronga, you got my $15? You got my child support? But Taronga Zoo Sydney has a promotional campaign where they are like promoting this little giveaway thing. You can like sign up, and then they'll give you some stuff, and then you can go and visit for like a week and whatever, and win the world and Elon Musk, and you can buy Twitter. I don't know. The cool thing about this campaign is that we got some more CGI renders. Now, we already seen the one with Bumblebee. We've already seen Optimus Prime. Obviously, it's the same render from before. We've seen this before. And then we have Optimus Primal. We have seen that promotion, that image rather, already, so that's cool. But your boy has somebody in the back. The boy pulling up in the back, and it's your boy Cheetor. freaking cool. Now, obviously, with all of these characters, I'm gonna say, and I've said this on Twitter, I've said it on Instagram, I'm gonna say it on YouTube, I think this is old. I think all of these renders are kind of like the older renders because they don't 100% line up with their appearances on the teaser. And we also did get an AirRaiser image from a Facebook member who took a picture of a handheld brochure, and you got AirRaiser there. But even she doesn't 100% line up. Like, you can tell there's a difference there, but definitely I feel that the renders are the ones that are outdated rather than the trailer being outdated. They were in post-production for this thing, editing and getting this thing ready to go up until probably almost December. I know in September they were in post. I know probably in October they were in post. The renders that are here were probably ones that were made beforehand because you can definitely see differentiations. But it's still cool because it's still a first look at these particular renders that were made that were never seen in the public before with regards specifically to Cheetor. But like all of that just happened like within a week. Like all of that news. Some figure leaks, we got some listings, we got some CGI art, and we're a week in. Like, I'm not saying every single week is going to be like this, but if this is what a non-official news promo week will look like, typically here and there, maybe kind of scattered across a couple months going forward, that is a really good sign. And we have Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is coming up. And February, I believe it's February 12th, with the marketing budget that this film has, probably going to get some Super Bowl goodness. I mean, we already got a football promo, which I didn't even talk about on YouTube yet, I might as well bring it up, with Optimus Primal transforming, and then you got one with Optimus Prime transforming. They're both were just like, you know, just thrown in there randomly. So the Super Bowl coming up is the biggest, is the big home dog skillet broadcasted event of the year before the release of this film. They would be very, 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 very not smart if they don't take advantage of the viewership that this movie can get, you know, the advertisement can get if you televise it during the Super Bowl. I think we're gonna probably get a Super Bowl trailer. I think at the very least, if we don't, we're going to get a Super Bowl TV spot. And it may be the same exact thing that we've seen with the teaser. I'm cool with that. Honestly, that teaser was so dope. I've been watching that teaser so many times. I'm okay with just that. Like, I don't even need to see anything else to be excited. That teaser was so good. I'm already sold. I'm just rewatching that over and over again. I've seen every single reaction on YouTube probably at this point. I'm so hyped. Y'all, man, we can finally say, Finally, we can, for the first time in almost 5 years, we can be like, there is a Transformers movie releasing this year. What? But that's pretty much the news so far. There's going to be more. They're going to be dropping more stuff, more listings, more this, more that. The toy news is going to pop up, and there's going to probably be a Hasbro event. Maybe either at the end of this month or the beginning of next month around the Super Bowl. I think the end of this month is the best. And there's so much on the line hanging with this movie. Like I said it during the reaction video, I'm saying it again. A lot is hanging on the line. This is an important film. Like, this gotta do well. This has to perform if we are to expect anything good in terms of longevity for movies going forward. So, that's the news. What do you think? What do y'all think? What do you think? Drop it in the comment section below. I like Freezer. That's a good idea. He's a cute little guy. I think he's gonna be a great asset. We need the official announcements, because with the announcements, we get the packaging. And with the packaging, we get CGI renders. And with CGI renders, we get a happy life. Comment your thoughts below. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be an awesome year. I can't wait until my God Rise of the Beats. And, you know, don't forget, let them come.